Welcome to Prince Maths Clinic, the e-learning solution at your pace and time. Good day, and it's my pleasure to have you once again in class. Today, we shall be looking at this other aspect of trigonometry. If sine x is given as 12 over 13, where x is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 90, we are asked to find 1 minus cos square x. So from the question, it's a clear indication that our value for x is certainly greater than 0 and less than or equal to 90. That means that must be an acute angle. There are two ways that we can solve this question, but I will use the fastest method to solve it. That sine x is 12 over 13. We have to find 1 minus cos square x. Sine square x plus cos square x gives us 1. We know that sine square x plus cosine square x gives us 1. Therefore, sine square x, if this moves to this side, it becomes 1 minus cosine square x. Wow. You can see that what we want to find is equivalent to sine square x. And we are given that sine x is 12 over 13. So all we need to do, this sine square x is as if we have sine x. We have to square it. So therefore, just square this value. Therefore, 1 minus cos square x will now be the square of this value, which is what? 12 over what? 13. Just square it. And if you square 12, you get what? 144. And if you square 13, you get 169. That is the simplest way you can solve question number 1. Now let's attempt question number 2. Without using tables means don't use calculator, don't use your 4-figure table. But I'm going to show you how to use your fingers to find the values of cosine, as the case may be in this particular question. We have to find 1 plus sec squared 30. Now, what is sec? But sec 30 degrees simply means 1 over cosine 30 degrees. How do I know this? Because from trigonometry identity, when you say sec theta, it simply means 1 over cosine theta. And in this place, our theta is 30 degrees, right? So we can just say what our sec 30 is 1 over cosine 30. Our sec theta is 1 over cosine theta. Therefore, we can say that 1 plus sec squared 30 will be 1 over 1, which is this one, plus 1 over cosine squared 30. So looking for the LCM here, the LCM here simply is what? Cosine squared 30. So you put that LCM here, cosine squared 30. So 1 in cosine squared 30 is cosine squared 30 times 1 will give you cosine squared 30. Then cosine squared 30 in cosine squared 30 is 1. 1 times 1 gives you 1. Now we can solve. What does cos squared 30 mean? It means cosine 30 times cosine 30, all in degrees. And we can use our fingers to find what cosine is. Looking at your 5 fingers, this finger represents 0 degrees, this finger represents 30 degrees, this finger represents 45 degrees, this finger represents 60 degrees, and this finger here represents 90 degrees. And since our emphasis is on 30 degrees, we are to be using this what finger for the situation that involves what we will be using this finger for 30 degrees. And to find cosine 30 degrees, we'll now look at how many fingers do I have above this 30 degrees. I have 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3. Therefore, I would say that my cosine 30 is square root of that 3 fingers that we have over 2. That is what our cosine 30 represents in what our trig identity. So it means everywhere I see cosine square 30, I'm going to put this figure and square it. Right? Good. So therefore, I can proceed with my solution. So cosine square 30 simply means square root of 3 over 2 squared plus 1, everything over square root of 3 over 2. You square again. So if you square root of 3, the square will cancel the square root, so you have just 3. If you square 2, you get 4. Then plus 1 over the same thing here becomes 3 over 4. Now, if you add 1 to 3 over 4, you get 1 whole number 3 over 4. So I want to convert it to improper fraction. So it will be 4 times 1, which is 4, plus 3, 7. So this numerator becomes 7 over 4. And when you are converting division to multiplication, it becomes 7 over 4 times denominator goes up, numerator comes down. Therefore, 4 we cancel 4. So we will have our final result as 7 over 3. So that brings us to the end of the set of questions that we have. Kindly subscribe to this channel and share this video to your friends. Bye for now.